Welcome back to Obviously Opinions. I'm me, you're you. This week we're
Yep.
going down the rabbit hole. We're talking about Star Wars, The Last Jedi, and what our opinions of it are. We've been away for about 3 weeks, I think.
Yeah, just some scheduling issues.
Yeah,
So we will be back for probably some more regular episodes.
hopefully.
Yep.
But
But
this could
let's
be,
jump into
yeah,
it.
this could be a long one. So we've both seen Star Wars, The Last Jedi. This came
Mhm.
out a while ago. Oh, first actually, starting off on sad news, we lost the great Stephen Hawking a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, that was really sad.
Mm,
Um, but I think really it's a we should focus on the fact that he lived for so
yeah,
long, considering that he had
a
ALS.
miracle.
Truly,
Uh,
and it's sad that we've lost such a great
yeah,
man.
done a lot in in
Yes.
what he could do. I mean,
Yeah.
you never saw him playing football or cricket, but
No.
there's reasons for that. All right,
Yeah.
will be missed.
Definitely.
Okay, so back to what we were talking about before. We have both seen Star Wars: The Last
Yes.
Jedi. What did you think of it?
Well, for me personally, it was a kind of a good, not great experience.
Is that because of director Ryan Johnson or just the way it was written?
I don't know. I feel like it included. I don't know. The general feeling of the movie was that it was very well put together. It looked very nice. I mean, the characters were good. I didn't like the mechanic, the one that Finn that Finn
Rose.
yeah, her. I
Oh,
didn't really like her.
we should say I'll put a time code or something down in the description. We're going to do spoilers for part of it, and then we'll go into non-spoilers.
Yes.
So we're doing non-spoilers
Yes.
now.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
So,
Um yeah, didn't really like her. Some of the plot details
yeah.
just kind of annoyed me. Just some extraneous things and some things which I don't think really needed to be included. It felt like kind of a bit of a filler.
Yeah. Like the whole.
What about you?
What do you like filler? Do you mean that whole side quest with Finn and Rose, and just to make
Yes,
the movie
yeah.
longer? Yeah,
Yeah, that's kind of how that
I
felt.
feel like that could have been thrown out, and the movie would probably have benefited from it.
Definitely. What were your thoughts on the movie as a whole?
It was. I was expecting a lot. I shouldn't have, and I was disappointed because
Yeah.
I always expect a lot from these movies. The last one was surprisingly good, and
The Rogue One.
nah, Force Awakens.
Now, see, I would disagree with that.
Really? Was that because they
Yeah,
killed Han Solo? Oh, that
no. Whilst that did sadden me, I did see,
the logic of
it's
it.
nice to have a yeah, and I do think that it was kind of unexpected. I feel like, and it was nice to have that
I
change.
honestly almost
Um,
cried when it happened, and I knew about it
I
beforehand because I'd had it spoiled for me. I,
so
I
many
I
people
read
were
leaked
spoiling
plot
that.
details and that was it, and I'm like, oh, just as well I
Oh
did
no,
read it because now I'm not going to cry in the cinema.
yeah.
Uh,
Well, I mainly didn't like it because it just felt like a reskin of
I New Hope,
A New Hope. Yeah.
but then isn't this really just a redone Empire, but done in reverse?
I feel like maybe it would be that, but it doesn't feel as obvious
Because
and
if you think about it, it's Empire in reverse. They tried to cover it up, but it's really just the same thing. Because you've got the big battle on the planet at the end of this, which is at the start of Empire on Crate.
with the at
Yeah.
yeah.
Although these are now ATM-6s or guerrilla walkers.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's all the stuff in between the big Jedi battles and crap. And at the start, it's
Yeah.
them in space in the ship's space battle stuff, which is the end of Empire for the most part. So it's
Well,
played in
I mean,
reverse, but I think they probably was done better than The Force Awakens as a redo kind of thing.
Yes. Yeah, no, I do feel like the reversal of the plot details made it a lot less
Yeah.
obvious, maybe. They did definitely improve and change some things.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, no, I think it does. I've got to give it credit for its visuals.
Yeah.
It's a
Oh
very,
yeah.
very nice looking movie.
So
Um,
yeah,
yeah.
they all are really. Except the prequels, but we're not talking about them.
No. No.
Oh well, where would you rank this on on a scale of Star Wars? Would you give it
Oh.
10 dead Han Solos or
Ooh. Oh, what a rating system you've come up with. Um, look, I
we're
think
keeping this rating system for every movie we review?
sure.
10 dead corpses.
10 dead corpses is well. How many are we saying? What's the good and what's the bad end of the spectrum? Are we saying that 10 dead Han Solos is bad or
Nah,
good?
10 dead Han Solos. Actually, hold on. One dead Han Solo is bad enough. So we'll say 1 is the best, 10 is the worst. We're doing it in reverse, just like the movie.
Yes. Okay. All right. I would say I'd probably give it like 4.
Yeah?
Maybe actually 4 or 5.
Yeah.
4 or 5 dead Han
So,
Solos. Yeah.
so you're about midway.
Yeah. I was neither here nor there for that really. How about you?
Yeah.
Where would you place that on the
Uh,
solo
I'd,
ranking?
I'd probably be about the same. 4 or 5, maybe even 6.
Yeah. Yeah. Not
Where
enjoying
would
it that
you...
much.
Nah, not overly. It was good for what it was, but what it was Empire. Or what it tried to be.
Yes. Yeah.
But obviously there's no redoing one of the greatest movies ever made.
Yeah, I would actually say that probably Empire and Jedi Strike, The Return of the
Yeah.
Jedi are probably they're probably my two favorite Star Wars movies.
See, I find Return of the Jedi is a bit... It lags in the middle. It's good at the start and it's good at the end, but you could do without the middle.
I don't know. I just generally enjoyed. I generally enjoyed those two movies.
Where would you put it on the list of Star Wars movies? Like, the first one's the worst and the top is the best. Because mine goes... Attack of the Clones is the worst. The Phantom
Yes.
Menace is second. Revenge of the Sith is third. Then it's Return of the Jedi. Then it's A New Hope. No. Then it's The Force Awakens. Then it's The Last Jedi. Then it's A New Hope. Then it's Empire.
Geez, you're really not favoring the Return of the Jedi.
No, I don't enjoy it that much.
Okay, well, I'd have to go. I'd probably agree with the prequel ordering.
Yep.
I'd go Attack of the Clones, Phantom Menace, uh, the
Revenge of the Sith.
Revenge of the Sith. Yep. And then I'd have to stick probably The Force Awakens next. Yeah, just that really let me down, that movie.
But
I
not
was
as much
quite
as the
excited for that.
prequels.
Oh well, yeah. I think it's kind of difficult to beat the disappointment of those.
That's right. I hate sand.
So yeah, I probably after that I'd probably go with
The Last Jedi.
yeah. I reckon probably The Last Jedi.
And then
Then
A New Hope.
A New Hope.
And then Empire and
Then
Return.
Rogue One.
Rogue One, yeah.
Probably Rogue One after that. Then Return of the Jedi, and then Empire Strikes Back.
I was not expecting much when I went in and saw Rogue One, but it did better than I thought it would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would probably agree because I was a bit disenchanted with the Star Wars franchise, shall I say, after The Force Awakens.
Yes.
And I just thought, well, it really at this point it just feels like they're milking it, and I do still have that feeling.
Milking it, that's something they did in this movie, wasn't it?
Oh, definitely.
We'll talk about
Bloody
that.
blue
Yeah, we'll
milk.
talk about that in a minute.
Oh,
But
yes.
I thought Rogue.
But yeah, no, I did.
Sorry, you go.
Yeah, no, I just felt like they were milking it, and it was a nice surprise to see. Uh, I guess a darker take on the Star Wars universe. Having that realism. Not going to spoil anything, but near that ending was
Yes. Mm.
definitely
Yeah, I know
a,
what you're talking
a
about. Yeah.
surprise and a welcome surprise.
Yeah. Do you mean with Laura Dern's character, Admiral Holdo? Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
and I do like how they didn't try and force the romance in that aspect. That
Between
was very very nice. Between the main character and the I want to say the pilot.
Poe.
It's been a while. No, 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 no. This is Rogue One.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Oh, Felicity and Felicity Jones and the Mexican guy. What are the characters'
Yeah,
names?
yeah.
Jin Erso and the other one.
Yeah. What were your thoughts on the movie?
Yeah, it was good for what it was.
Yeah.
I'm not the original trilogy. I mean, this is. I guess you could count it as part of the original trilogy, but
Yeah.
I think you can't beat the original trilogy, and that's fairly high up. I'd put it somewhere close to there, but I mean, yeah.
Actually, thinking about it now, I'd probably put Rogue One below A New Hope.
Yeah,
Just because A New Hope was really,
significant.
I guess, groundbreaking
Yeah,
and significant.
and cheaply made, and
Yeah, and it's amazing to see what George Lucas could do with such a little budget.
make so much money out of it. He's milking it, I tell you
Yeah.
what.
Yeah.
But he's nice. He's
Yeah.
good. Except they should have kept it the way they had it and not given him all the power, unlimited power.
Unlimited power.
I am the Senate. That's me after a few drinks when I say I won't get political.
I am the
Jedi fools. I think I forgot what I was going to say. Oh yeah. Yes, Mountain Dew. It. Yeah, Attack of the Clones easily the worst. However, I think it has my favourite scene in all of the movies.
And what scene was that?
Yoda versus Count Dooku.
Ah, yes, I did enjoy that.
It's a little bit weird though, because they started off by talking, and Dooku's like, "It is clear this contest cannot be decided by our knowledge of the Force, but by our skills with a lightsaber." I mean, stop throwing rocks. Just fight, would you?
Yeah, just pull out those lightsabers.
Yeah. Even though Yoda's kind of against that in some way, but
Yes.
a lot of flipping, a lot of
Pacifist.
lot of CGI Christopher Lee's. Rest in peace.
Yes. But I do think where that movie, well, one of the many places that movie fell down
romance?
was there's just
Too much.
there's so many things.
Yes.
But I think the CGI is actually one of them.
Yeah.
It was a while ago that I watched it, but I can distinctly remember. I remember being fairly young when I saw it, but I can distinctly remember, even with my poor judgment at the time, thinking,
This is shit.
that doesn't look great.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm not really enjoying this one.
Do you mean the big Genoshan battle arena
Yeah, that wasn't
and
great.
Camino
Yes.
with the weird tall people?
And the way that they made the clones.
Yeah,
Like
that is a little bit weird.
they CGI'd some of the clones and that just...
Because it changes the future of Star Wars as well, because in the original trilogy, the original trilogy before they started to remaster them, Boba Fett was just some guy, and now he's this New Zealander that's like, "Hey, bro."
yeah. Yeah.
with the voice of Temuera Morrison, who was
Didn't know
Jango
that.
Fett in Attack of the Clones, and
Mm-hmm.
it's funny, in one of the original cuts of Star Wars in Empire, Boba Fett's he says supposed to say, "Take Captain Solo to the cargo bay," but what he did say was, "Take Captain Cargo to the Solo bay." Bit of a screw up there.
Yeah, no, I haven't seen that. Have you seen the you've probably seen it. There's a scene where all these stormtroopers are walking through a door,
Yeah, and he bangs his
and one of
head.
them, yeah, he
Yeah,
whacks his head.
yep, yeah. I
Classic
think
scene.
everybody knows about Headbanger.
Bang head.
I don't know. I was trying to think of something witty, but I couldn't.
Yes.
Um, okay, do you want to move into spoilers for this then?
Sure.
All right. So what are we
I
at?
think we should begin with the blue milk.
Yeah. So yeah, it's.
I
What was
mean,
that for? Who
uh,
wanted to
I
see
want to
that?
say I want to say plot advancement, but I just can't because it's just not even necessary.
And then he's got it all through his mustache and beard, and he just
Yeah, it goes through his
smiles, and
beard.
oh, what a
Oh,
grubby old man.
it's pretty
He might
disgusting.
as well drink it straight from the teat.
Yeah.
And
Oh.
then the sound that it
Oh.
makes while he's milking it, like, it's not,
It's not
it's
good.
not a good scene. I don't like that. And why do you have to do that whole fly over the cliff before he could spear the fish? Couldn't he just spear the fish from the side he was already on?
Probably. I don't know. They gotta show that they can do the CGI.
Nah, Mark Hamill actually did that stunt.
Wait, did he?
No,
Huh.
he
Oh,
didn't.
that
But
that's disappointing.
but you believed me, didn't you?
Well, I did because
Mark Hamill's,
that would be. I wanted to believe.
yeah. I think what this movie lacked was Harrison Ford
Yeah, no, there was a distinct lack of Harrison Ford.
and a distinct lack of the late Carrie Fisher. Because I mean, I know they said she
Well,
was going to be used more for 9 than this, but.
yeah,
And what about her whole flying through space like Superman? That was a little weird.
that ruined the mood for
Yeah, I
me.
didn't enjoy that.
That was very. Yeah, just seeing that really pulled me out of it.
I really
Um,
thought they should have cut the rest of her scenes and killed her there because that would have made it a lot easier for the next movies.
and it makes a lot more sense
Yeah. And they killed
having her
Akbar.
fly out into.
It's a
Yeah,
trap.
it's a trap.
It's crap. That's what it is. It's crap. You
Yeah,
don't even.
it sucks that he's
Yeah, you
gone.
didn't even see him die. Like, if you wanted,
Yeah,
like, I'm pretty sure they didn't want him dead, but then the actor that played him died, and then they're like, oh well, I guess he died.
I guess. I mean, they could have done like a little bit of CGI or
Yeah,
something because they CGI'd people in. That was
just him floating in the background.
yeah, something like that. Not just a, I guess a nameless death.
Yeah, or faceless.
Um, faceless. Yeah, that's what I was looking for.
Um,
Yeah.
and then she's in a coma for most of the movie, and then she wakes up
She
and
comes back at the end,
yeah,
and I don't know how they're gonna
kill her.
kill her.
It'll probably
I think it would have made so much more sense
yeah.
if she just died in
And
space.
Disney said that they weren't going to CGI her in for 9, which means that the only way they can kill her is do it,
At the start of the movie, in the credits, they're
yeah,
like,
in
and
the
she
opening
died.
crawl, yeah, or they filmed some other scenes that they could use that weren't used, like a deleted scene
Yeah,
or
just
something along those
something.
lines.
Oh, it's very sad that she's
Hmm.
gone. And I think it's equally as sad that
Harrison Ford is not in these movies anymore.
yes, but
That's not what you were going to say.
no. What I was going to say, I think it's equally sad that they missed the opportunity
Yeah,
to
to possibly make the
neatly.
movie better.
Yeah, I would definitely agree. I would have been fine with that I guess, Superman scene
Yeah.
if she didn't come back.
Yeah.
If it just ended in her floating off into space and then
Well, it would have made
they
sense
just
if she
mourned
did
her.
that, and using all of that power is what killed her rather than being in space.
Yeah.
Because as we know, Luke, at the very end of the movie, when he force projects himself, he used all his power and he died.
He just
What a
disappears.
crappy
He's
end.
gone. Yeah.
I mean,
That was quite disappointing.
it doesn't even end on a cliffhanger. If they wanted it to be like Empire, it should have ended on a cliffhanger.
Should
And
have.
it didn't.
But it really just I mean, it was an attempt. There was an attempt at a cliffhanger there.
What, that there were
But it was
suddenly two suns on the planet?
Yeah, and that he was just gone. And I don't know.
Do you think that was
I feel like it was very poorly attempted.
I was going to say, do you think that was a fitting end to his character?
I don't think so.
Neither do I.
I think he deserved better.
Did he, though?
I think.
He tried to kill his own
Well-
nephew.
Yeah, no, he's a bit of a scumbag for that. I've got to admit, but he definitely deserved a better end than just disappearance because he did take down Darth Vader and
Well, he did become a Force ghost, though. Because, I mean, Qui-Gon Jinn was the first Jedi in the movies to do it.
he'll probably.
He might show up. I hope so. He was not a bad character. Even though it was his screw-ups that made this happen. Train the boy. No. No, we shall not train him. Yes, I will train him.
We shall kill him.
Yes. I'll do everything what you said not to do, and we'll see how it happens.
Yeah.
Screw you, Liam Neeson. You mountain of a man.
Yeah, it's
I want Jar Jar Binks to come back. I want him to be Snoke. I so want him to be Snoke.
that would be a great twist. I'd just like him to come back in any way, but not in a position of benevolence.
Well-
I would like him to be very evil.
In one of the prequel novels, I think it was Aftermath, they're on this planet and he's a clown. He's literally a clown. Like, he makes money on the street like a pantomime kind of thing.
Right, okay.
And that's all we know. But we...
Well, I am definitely on the side of Jar Jar Binks as a Sith Lord.
Yes. Misa behind it the whole time.
Misa going to be executing Order 66.
Oh, when we were... when like I said, I went up to Bundaberg on the weekend. And we stopped off at a Macca's for breakfast. And there was this car going through the drive-through. And I swear to God, its number plate was ORDR66.
Oh,
And it was this crappy... I don't even know what it was. It might have been a Skoda. Might have been a Saab. I don't know, but it was a crap car. But it had an awesome number plate.
oh man. Anyone who invested in an Order 66 number plate is a legend.
He was a little Asian man driving. But
Oh,
I don't know. I don't know.
that's
Maybe he was Emperor Palpatine reincarnated, but probably not.
probably not.
How would you feel? Because I don't know if you've read any of the Star Wars comics or know anything about them.
No, my knowledge on that is very scarce.
Most of them aren't canon anymore, obviously. It's legends now rather than an expanded universe. What they did was, when Emperor Palpatine fell into the big Death Star hole and exploded, his Sith spirit, he had clones of his body, and his Sith spirit made it to where the clones were and put himself inside the body of a clone and lived on. How would you feel if Snoke had the spirit of Palpatine inside of him?
I feel like it would be a bit of a stretch, and I think that it would be
A cop out.
disappointing. Yeah, I feel like it's a disappointing way to to reveal the backstory of one of
Yeah.
the characters.
And make it the same character. Just make a new one. You did it with everybody else.
Yeah, exactly.
How would you feel if he was Darth Plagueis the Wise?
Did Darth Plagueis the Wise die?
Well, it's assumed so because Palpatine killed him in his sleep, but did he really? He said he could.
Again, I feel like that would be
He said he could save everybody but himself, but did he know that he really died? Did he make sure? Did he
Well,
lop his head off? Like,
I just feel like that too would be also a bit of a.
I think it'd probably make more sense than a reincarnation of Palpatine, but
Oh, definitely, definitely.
But
I think if you could probably show a backstory showing that
Yeah.
Palpatine tries and then doesn't.
but what if it was just a new character that we haven't heard of before?
I think that is perfectly acceptable.
Probably the best way, other than Jar Jar Binks.
Definitely.
How did you feel in the middle when Rey goes into the underwater cave thing, and there's that weird mirror scene with the click, 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 click thing, and we find out maybe who her parents are?
Unnecessary and
Kind of weird.
I don't know.
Tried to
It didn't.
mirror, no pun
It
intended,
tried.
that cave scene in Empire when Luke goes in and he cuts Darth Vader's head off, and it's his face underneath, and
Yeah. I just think that it was a bit too unrelated. Maybe is the word for it. It just felt very strange. The whole movie to me felt a bit disjointed.
yeah, didn't. That's
And I really
you
think
know
that
why
scene where
that
they go
is.
to retrieve fuel. And why would you say that is?
Because it's Empire in reverse. It's supposed to be played the right way around,
Yeah.
not backwards. That's why it's disjointed.
How do you feel about the scene where they got to go get fuel?
Which one was that?
The Rose and Finn scene.
On the planet.
The gambling
Yeah,
planet.
with DJ, the Benicio del Toro character.
Yeah.
Unnecessary. Completely
Yep,
unnecessary.
agreed. They could have fixed it using another
Yeah.
plot bit. I don't
Or
know.
they could have just not gone at all.
Yeah, completely agreed. I just they were really pushing that Rose and Finn romance too hard.
See, I didn't even really think... Did she die at the end of the movie when she
Yeah.
ruined the whole thing? She did die.
Yep. Yeah, I would say she died.
Are you sure? Because I was speaking to some people and they reckon that she was just unconscious.
I don't know.
But, like, if she hadn't have done that, everything would have been solved. All the AT-ATs and AT-M6s would have been blown up. Possibly even Kylo Ren's ship. And they...
Yeah,
Oh, how could I forget that? That middle scene. What a great scene, though. When Laura Dern's character, Admiral Holdo, she pushes the ship in hyperspace through the other ships.
that was awesome.
Silence can do so much.
Yeah. And in the cinema, when it was completely silent, someone's phone started ringing.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh.
this complete silence, and then it was...
What
Yeah.
timing?
But that silence can be so powerful in movies. Just the complete absence of sound is just...
Especially in space.
Yeah, because everybody knows the classic trope of...
No one can hear you scream in
when-
space. The alien tagline thing. In
Yeah.
space, no one can hear you scream, is what it was, I think.
Yes.
Um,
Have you seen Alien?
I've seen one. I've seen Aliens. I've seen Alien. I've seen Aliens, and I've seen Alien Resurrection, which I think is the third one. I've seen.
Yeah, I've only seen...
I've seen most of Prometheus, and I haven't seen the new one.
I've seen Alien, and I've seen
Aliens.
maybe half of Alien
Okay.
Covenant.
Oh, okay. So then,
Yeah.
all right.
But I do want to see Aliens. Apparently that's quite good. But it's controversial as to
Yeah.
that. But I've heard people say that it's quite
One
good.
and two are easily the best. I don't know about Prometheus and Alien Covenant. They're a bit
Yeah.
weird. Prometheus, at least, is.
Yeah. I haven't. I've heard mixed things about Prometheus. Hmm.
And what
Yeah.
about when they kill, I say in quotation marks, Supreme Leader Snoke?
Yeah, I feel like
I don't think it was
that was
real.
good. I did like the action of
I
that
think
scene.
it's
It was
fake.
very well put
I think
together.
it's not real
Yeah,
because
I don't think it would be that easy to kill him.
I in some of the like visual dictionaries it says no, not many people have seen Snoke's true form, and those that have are mostly killed or something. And he's generally out in the far reaches of space, not doing a lot. And if you
So you
look,
think that may have been a
he
projection?
looks a lot older in The Force Awakens than he does in this. He looks a lot younger and healthier in this. And I think that it all could have been a projection by Kylo Ren to trick Rey
Yeah.
into going to the dark side of the Force.
Mm, I feel like maybe the projection bit by Kylo Ren is a bit far, but
Is it though? Is it?
yeah,
He's the grandson of Darth Vader, daughter of Leia who can fly,
sure.
nephew of Luke who can do all sorts of crap, flips and shit. But what about?
Well, I've just looked up a picture of Supreme Leader Snoke, and I don't know. I think I would have to disagree. I think he looks younger in the first movie.
Really? You don't
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
but you don't really see a lot about him. And here's a hologram.
His features are not quite.
He
They're a bit blurred.
he clearly wasn't fully fleshed out as probably wasn't fully fleshed out as a character model and what he was going to look like. But I think he looks
Yeah,
much older and much more hunched over, and I mean he is sitting down, but he looks a lot
yeah.
ganglier and a lot older in The Force Awakens. That's my opinion.
Well, here's here's my here's my takeaway from Snoke. I don't think that he's dead
No.
because his character wasn't completely. I mean, we really don't know all that much about him,
Anything
and to have
really.
such a yeah, to have such a large character presented to the audience and then just killed without really a lot of explanation
Yeah.
as to who he was. I do feel like they're gonna have to come back and revisit
Yeah.
that. Um,
Do you think they could do it in a what are they called? An anthology film like Rogue One.
um, maybe, but I feel like it's not gonna fit really.
No.
I think because none of the characters seem to really know who he is. I don't know.
Yeah.
None of the good characters anyway. The rebels. Um, I do think that it will need another. What would you call it? Like another part of the trilogy,
Yeah.
I guess.
The episode 9 or a new trilogy?
Yeah, I think probably in episode 9 they're gonna
Because
they can't go for an entire
yeah.
trilogy and not discuss.
Well, I suppose they could. I mean, we
Yeah,
don't really know where Obi-Wan came from, or we know where he ended up, but we don't know where he came from. Not
maybe
not
that'll. I
canonically.
feel like that's gonna be close. I feel like that's gonna be more revealed in Solo.
For Obi-Wan,
Yeah,
but he's probably not in it at all. Don't forget they're doing. I think they confirmed an Obi-Wan Solo movie.
yeah.
Yeah, Kenobi or something. That's probably what it's called. Kenobi, a Star Wars story. How do
See,
you?
I would think that Solo and Kenobi would be together, but
I would think not, because Kenobi's on Tatooine looking over Luke, and Han Solo's from Corellia, and he's joining the Empire as a pilot, and he's doing all that.
oh, it's when he's younger though, right?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's right.
yeah, yeah. So yeah, Obi-Wan would have to still be
Yeah, Tatooine.
on Tatooine.
He would be
Yeah,
he
so
would be
maybe
alive, but not
yeah,
doing
maybe we will get a Kenobi movie.
with
I
Ewan
would
McGregor.
actually I hope not.
Really?
Yeah, no, I just
Ewan
I don't
McGregor
know. I
was
think
easily the best part of the prequels.
look, I do think he did a good job. But he's not going to be the same age as he was when he did the prequels, and I don't
No,
think
but
he's
he's
going to fit
supposed to
that
be
young-looking
older.
character. Well,
Because the
no,
movie's
the
set
the
between episode 3 and episode 4.
canonically it could work.
I
Could
think
work
the
now that I think
ages
of it.
kind of match up, because at most Obi-Wan in A New Hope would have been 70 maybe. If he was
Yeah, at
if he was in
most.
his 40s at the end of Revenge of the Sith, there's about a 30-year gap between A New Hope and that. So he'd be about 70 something.
So he'd probably be in his what, like 50s?
50, 40s, 50s, yeah. And let me
Yeah.
quickly look up how old Ewan McGregor is. If Google loads, Ewan McGregor. I think he's almost 50. He's 47.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, it would fit. Definitely.
Yeah. Do you think he's a good enough actor to be able to pull that off?
I think his acting, from what I've heard, his acting has improved since
Well, it wasn't even really that bad.
Oh, it wasn't bad to begin with, but I don't know, he was in Trainspotting, wasn't he?
Yeah, and T2.
And that was pretty Oh yeah, yeah, Trainspotting
He was in
too.
both of them, yeah. I haven't seen either
No,
of them.
nor have I. Not really my kind of movie, but
Ooh, hold on.
um,
I've just gone on to news.google.com. I've gone into entertainment, and there's a article saying, will Star Wars recast Princess Leia? Mark Hamill and the late Carrie Fisher.
I
You keep talking and I'll read this.
sure. Look, my thoughts on that is probably not. Like,
Mm.
I don't think you're gonna have people readily accepting a new Princess Leia, and really maybe for like the what would you call them, like backstory movies,
Anthology.
yeah, the anthology movies, but yeah, no, I'm just not feeling it. I think for the further movies they really just need to probably I mean it sounds kind of cold, but really just to kill off Princess Leia's character.
Yeah.
She's old. It would
Yeah.
technically make sense. Uh, and her brother has died, or well,
Disappeared.
debatably died.
He flew into the... Oh.
Flew into the void. But yeah, no, I don't see it being
Yeah.
a thing that's going to happen.
Well, it says here, Mark Hamill publicly stated he's not on board to recast Fisher. There was, and there's an online petition that's reached nearly 11,000 signatures calling for Lucasfilm and Walt Disney to recast Leia with Meryl Streep.
What?
Well, when you look at them, they do actually look fairly similar.
Sure, they may look similar, but don't those people? I guess those people probably think that it would be better for her to remain in
Yeah.
the movies. I don't think that there's any
Reason.
canonical need for her
Yeah.
anymore.
And they were friends in real life as well, because Carrie Fisher, she was a great author. Better author than she was actor, really.
Yeah?
Yeah, and
I haven't read any of her books. I didn't realize that she wrote.
I read... It's mostly real life stuff. It's not fictional.
Oh, okay.
But she was...
Like autobiographical?
Yeah,
or-
she's so funny. And one of them, it was like postcards from something, and Meryl Streep played her in that. Postcards from the Edge is what it was. Yeah, Meryl Streep basically played Carrie Fisher in that.
And she looked similar, or?
She looks less like her when she was younger, but she looks a lot like her now.
How old's Meryl Streep? Is she? She's
Uh,
got to be getting kind of old now,
I
right?
think she's probably almost in her 70s. Hold on.
Huh.
She is 68.
Wow. All right.
And Carrie was 60 when she died, I think. It doesn't tell me. Hold on.
Who died first? Was it Carrie's mother or Carrie?
She died. Carrie died the day before her mum.
Right. Yeah, and then.
And then she died. Debbie Reynolds, she was in Singing in the Rain.
Hmm.
Um, hmm,
You got any more? Have you got any more thoughts about the movie that you want to share? Probably should.
Ray's parents. They're
Yeah.
nobody.
I. Yeah, I don't think that they're of any significance.
I kind of wish that it was Han and Leia. Because he says he could be lying, or he. Because he might.
That
He
would
said.
make.
He said they were. Her parents were. Junkers or something.
Yeah, but if
And
if
he
if
would.
they were her parents, then that would make Kylo and Rey related.
Yeah.
And in my mind, I think that draws too close of a parallel to the original trilogy, and it
But
just
Luke never veered to the dark side, really. Neither did Leia.
no. But I just I don't know the whole brother sister thing. They've done it before, and
What
like the
if?
brother sister twist, I
Yeah.
guess.
Well, they were never supposed to be brother and sister, which is
Were they
why they
not?
kiss in Empire Strikes Back,
Yeah,
which is a
yeah.
little bit weird. Darth Vader's on his deathbed. You haven't done anything weird with his sister, have you? Because that's not okay. Yeah, they were
Yeah.
supposed to be. There was supposed to be a weird love triangle between Leia, Han, and Luke, but then they decided that that's too much to do, so they made Luke and Leia siblings, and Han was still the love interest
Yeah, I think that works a
for
bit better
for
in my
both of
mind.
them. Luke and Leia are both in love with Han, which would explain why Luke was mad that they were together or something, and why he secluded himself on an island. He's closeted,
I mean, that's definitely a
and
theory.
why he was so
Yeah.
sad when he found out Han died.
I mean, that could be explained just simply by the fact that they were quite close friends.
That's
But
true. What I'm saying is basically verbal diarrhea. So
all right, well, I think it's probably about time to wrap this up.
do we want to do uh, recommendations for anything that we've
Yeah,
watched
sure.
or read?
Yeah. Well, you go ahead first, and
Oh,
I'll follow up after
now
that.
I gotta think. You've put me on the spot. Um, uh, it's gonna be controversial when I say it, but I finished House of Cards, and it's
Mhm.
really good. But
Yeah.
obviously, with the whole
I've heard
Kevin
good things about that.
Spaceman Spacey thing, it's
Mm.
not. It's a little bit weird.
Yeah, it's I guess not that acceptable anymore
No,
to say that,
but
but you can still appreciate the show for
he
being.
is a fantastic actor.
I definitely agree.
I mean, he pretended he wasn't gay for years, so he didn't do that well. I knew the whole time.
Yeah, you told me.
Yeah, um, but it's a really good show. I want to find out where they take it in the last season with Robin Wright's character as president.
But do they no longer? Um, do they have another season coming with?
Yeah, it's like because it's a Netflix show, so there's normally 13 episodes a season. But this one, they'd filmed some with Spacey, but they're just doing 6. And it's confirmed the final. That was going to be the last season anyway, but Spacey's not going to be in it, and it's going to focus around his wife's character in the show,
Oh, okay. Yep.
Robin Wright, yeah, who became
Yep.
president. Yeah, I would also
Hmm.
recommend Gotham.
Yes.
Have you
I
finished
have.
it?
No.
Oh, how? It's so good. A lot of people really don't like it.
Yeah.
I don't know why.
It's weird.
I know. Um, I'm recommending TV shows. I want to recommend something to read. I'm still reading the new 52 run of Batman. What else am I reading? I've got to read Return of the King. Last year I read The Two Towers. The year before that I read Fellowship of the Ring, and the year before that I read The Hobbit. So this year it's Return of the King.
Yep.
Star Wars: The Clone Wars is a great TV show. On Star Wars, how would you feel about Millie Bobby Brown, who plays
Yes. 11 in Stranger Things.
as a young Princess Leia? Look up how similar. Look up Millie Bobby Brown, Carrie Fisher, and look at how
Thinking
similar
about
they
it
look.
now, that does work.
Yeah,
And she's not a bad actor either.
I haven't seen. I've only seen. I've literally only seen the first episode of Stranger Things.
Yeah. Stranger Things is definitely good.
Yeah.
Definitely give it a go.
Season 1 better than season 2, or season 2 better?
I'm feeling season 1
Okay.
over season 2, but they're both quite good quality.
Yeah.
Child actors can be a bit hit or miss, but
Annoying.
I feel like on the whole, yeah, on the whole they do a good job.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'd like to recommend.
I'm going to do something a little bit weird.
The Aragon trilogy. Just
What?
kind of looking back over my old books and
Oh yeah. Yep.
yeah. Not trilogy, cycle. There's 4 of them.
A saga.
Saga. Yeah, they're called the Inheritance Cycle.
Okay.
And really great. Don't watch the god awful movie. It's really not that good. But the book is about this, I guess what you call it, farmhand,
Yeah.
in a medieval universe, and he finds a dragon egg,
Okay.
and then raises a dragon, and essentially goes on to defend his kingdom.
So is this teen fiction or fantasy kind of thing?
I'd probably go more fantasy.
This isn't.
Oh yeah, definitely.
This isn't Aragon, is it?
Yeah, Aragon.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, of course, that movie.
Yeah. Not a good movie. It's a terrible representation of the books. The books
Okay.
are truly good. But yeah, give those a go. Just trying to think in terms of something to watch. Have I seen anything good recently?
You're going to watch Black Panther.
Yeah, tonight I'm gonna go watch Black Panther. So may or may not recommend that later.
I would say watch it because it's doing real well in the box office. How much money has it
Yeah.
made? Box office.
Yeah, I'm typically not a fan of Marvel superhero movies as a whole.
Really?
Just because of the
How
just
dare
because of the
you.
way that they focus on like the action over the actual character development and plot.
I would disagree.
Yeah.
I think you're 100% wrong.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think that,
and
especially the new ones, but like Iron Man is a great movie, and there's some pitfalls in it, but I would give it a 9 out of 10.
wait, the first one?
Yes, the first Iron Man, sorry. I'd give it 2 dead Han Solo corpses out of 10.
2 dead Han Solo corpses.
Yep.
I have to say,
You know what?
I do enjoy that movie.
1.5. I'll go
1.5,
even lower.
Wow.
It's
Ooh.
almost a perfect movie.
For me, it's probably like 4.5 dead
Han Solos?
Dead Solos.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a lot.
Yeah. Yeah. Look, it's a good movie. But again, I just don't feel like it's for me. Although, saying that, I have enjoyed some superhero movies. I'm not going to bag out them as a whole genre. Specifically, I did enjoy the Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah.
I think that was generally a good hit. A really great use of a soundtrack.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely love that.
Yeah, one or two, or both?
One was better than two, but two was, it was still a decent movie.
Yep.
The Captain America Civil War was
Pretty.
It's all right.
It was pretty good, actually. It's
Yeah,
only
it was all right.
It's only Civil War in name. It doesn't really pay a lot of homage to the comics, but
See, I haven't read pretty much any of the comics for the superheroes movies that I've seen.
You don't read a lot of comics, do you?
No, not typically. I would like to get into it.
I'm a
but
nerd.
I do other nerdy things like paint tiny army men for Warhammer.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a fun time.
I'm hating you more and more. So here you go.
So
worldwide,
yeah,
Black Panther has made It's made $1,282,000,000.3 worldwide.
shit. That's
So
a lot.
it's on the highest grossing movies in the box office. It is number 10.
Wow.
Then it's Star Wars: The Last Jedi. Then it's Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2. Then it's Avengers: Age of Ultron. Then it's Furious 7. Don't know why.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems out of place.
Then it's the first Avengers. Then it's Jurassic World.
Jurassic World,
Yeah.
really?
That made a lot of money. And then it's your favourite movie, Star Wars: The Force Awakens. Then it's Titanic, and then it's Avatar.
Okay, yeah, those last two make sense.
I haven't seen Titanic all the way through, and I don't like Avatar.
Did you say you don't like Avatar?
Yes, I thoroughly did not enjoy it.
At a later date, I would like to disagree with you.
Okay. So,
But
there's a-
I haven't seen the Titanic either. Not
Yeah.
something I'm particularly enthused about.
No, it's a fake story.
But Leo DiCaprio is a really good actor. Speaking of Leo DiCaprio, I have something to recommend. I recently saw
Revenant.
Catch Me If You Can.
Yeah, that's with Tom Hanks.
Yeah, Tom Hanks and Leo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
Really, really good movie. Very based on a true story.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I think I knew that.
Yeah.
Is it set?
So good.
When's it set? Is it set in the 50s?
It's like 60, 60s.
Okay.
63, I think. I don't know. But it's about a con artist.
Ooh, Christopher Walken's in it.
Yeah, he is.
Martin Sheen.
He plays
Yeah.
plays his dad.
Oh yeah, 1963 it's set.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Well, I think we should probably wrap it up here. But this has been a great episode. I've really enjoyed this one.
Yeah. Have to do this again.
And I hope you guys. Yeah, we definitely will.
But a different movie.
Yes, or a different topic even.
Or the same movie.
Or the. I mean, I don't know.
If you think we haven't spoken enough about this movie, we'll do another one.
Yeah, if you can provide us with like 10 more points of things to talk about, then go ahead.
Yep.
But yeah, so join us next time.
Yep.
When we talk about something different.
Hold on, let me check. What are we talking about? We are talking about Harvey Weinstein.
Harvey Weinstein. That's going to be an interesting episode.
Yep.
So join us next week.
When we talk about Harvey Weinstein.
All right, guys. Thanks for listening.
Yep. We'll see you.
This has been Obvious Opinions.
Yep.
Great.
That we won't be called that next week. We'll be back to normal.
Back to Totally Truthful next week.
All right.
All right. See ya.
See ya.